Hi, boys. Let's talk. So I recently posted a video called There Was a Disagreement. In this disagreement, which was a follow-up disagreement to me addressing Mr. Pokey about his tweet that he put on Twitter, which was, Hoyoverse is innocent, it's the player's fault, and yada, yada, yada. And then I got him to admit that it was the company's fault, and that he was being a hypocrite, and then he antagonized the community. All of which are on recording that I got him to admit that he was in the wrong, very civilly, in 55 minutes. This was my attempt to move forward with civil debates towards people who I deem not problems in the community. When we have people like Gateo, who are openly active racist Chinese man. We had Kabuki Genshin, a person who was going around making sexualized videos of anime characters, where we have people like Atsu, who were lying about other creators, manipulating people into doing his bidding, and as well as interfering, allegedly, in the contracts and people's ability to make money, a problem, and Viosity, somebody who would make it personal and go after someone's marriage. People who have done very personal things, every single one of them I have destroyed. Absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I was attempting to have a civil conversation with Mr. Pokey to allow and inform other creators to understand when your objective is to seek the truth, how to get there, how to have two people in disagreements come to a mutual understanding via civil discussion. This was an attempt to hopefully cure the gotcha space of the pandemonium, the havoc, and the chaos that has been ensuing for, with no exaggeration, 6+ years. For a while, I have been the gotcha devil. Currently, I would like to be the gotcha Jesus, and I'm currently taking every single step towards that in an attempt to heal, discuss, inform, and entertain. Now, there was this post where the video was overall very positively received. I'm very happy with the video. I'm very happy with this discussion. And I think that the way that me and Mr. Pokey talked was exemplary of what two people who are on differing odds can get into a conversation, discuss, and get to a mutual understanding. Now, I understand that some people were saying, you didn't go hard on him enough for X, Y, and Z points, and the reason why that was is because those points were not my objective. My objective was to get him to admit that he was antagonizing the community and that he was wrong about it being the player's fault, it being the company's fault, of which the objective that I set out to do, I was 100% successful in. No other creator has gotten him to do that. That's a standalone fact besides Gotcha Smack. Nobody else has gotten him to admit that, and I'm very proud of that fact. However, there were people who were upset that I didn't go on him for different points. Well, that wasn't my objective. If my objective is to go to McDonald's to order a cheeseburger, I'm not a failure because I didn't order the chicken nuggets because, bitch, I didn't want them. I completed the main story quest and I didn't do the side objectives. Now, the reason why that is, and you'll find out why this later, January 17th is when I will be talking about Honkai Star Rail Power Creep and the future of the game. And the reason why I'm doing that is because that was not the time to talk about the game state of Honkai Star Rail when 3.0 was right around the corner. Where rather than speculate about the game state, we will see exactly for what it is once it has been laid out in front of us. Once we do the 12-hour quest, we see the new MOC, we see the new Pure Fiction, we see the new Apocalyptic Shadow, we see the new mobs and balance, we see the new storytelling. That is the time when we should discuss. That was far too early. I had no interest in talking about that, and man, Tectone didn't talk to Mr. Pokey about power creep in the games of Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, because I already know what he's going to fucking say. Oh, it's great! Do I really want to engage in that? No, not until I am fully armed. I've made a career of being a very popular content creator for 6 years because I attack precisely when I intend to do so. Once I have the ammunition, once I have proper means to do so, I go in. And if 3.0 absolutely flops, if it fails to deliver on every single aspect, there will be no room for debate. There will only be room for a slaughter. That is what I have done since day one. That is what I will continue to do to day 2147. I will continue to operate that way as I have always done. There is no going soft on anybody. I go precisely the amount that is required. Guys, you have to understand the level of severity on going on someone who's talking over the meta and power creep in Honkai Star Rail is gonna be a little bit less than people who are talking about actively being racist and going after white people and anybody involved in the West. Yes, there is a very different approach that I will take in every single scenario because every single question will be solved with different means. This is not just because Mr. Pokey is my friend. It is because what he was doing was really not that deep once the main concerns were addressed. Now, a lot of people went to my comment section, which I believe this is botted. Could be wrong, is what it is. And I leave a comment where when Mr. Pokey and Saint Tontas were having a discussion, I put the chat in emote only mode. Now, what you guys might not also know is later in the VOD, I also take it off of emote only mode because I noticed that Mr. Pokey and Saint Tontas both were taking their points and counterpoints from chat. When this is not a conversation between chat, Mr. Pokey and Saint Tontas, this is a conversation between Mr. Pokey and Saint Tontas. I do not want anybody getting easy dubs or dunks from chat. Yes, it is quite hard for two people unprepared to go against a conglomerate of, in my chat at the time, 8.3 thousand people. I put it in emote only mode, not because of my bias towards Mr. Pokey, due to the fact that I wanted it to be a fair fight between the two creators and not two creators versus each other versus the chat. There is no reason to do that. Now we're going to go even further. Chat was put in the emote only to keep it fair between two creators with no interference or advantages. No other reason. This is the objective truth. The top voted comment underneath these and the foreseeable comments after this comment are in it as follows. Come on, man. Who are you fooling? We all know Chokey is your friend, and I would do the same for my friend, even if he was spitting utter shit nonsense. But that was blatant favoritism. Saint cooked, deep fried, sauteed Mr. Hypocrite, and left no crumbs. It's high time you called Mr. Chokey personally and told him to stop before he spirals out of control. L, huge L, sure, fair buddy, or Lamau, fair, sure buddy. Yeah, because people were shooting their ears, maybe take down the video. All right, buddy, that's totally the reason. Here's something that you fucking retards don't understand. You want to say I was protecting Mr. Pokey from Saint Tontas. I was the one who got him in the call to begin with. That conversation does not happen without me. I was the one who put them in the Thunderdome. And then you want to sit there and say, oh, well, you like Mr. Pokey more. Let me remind you, Mr. Pokey and I have met at TwitchCon once, and I helped him fend off Jing Yuan mains, and we talk on the Gotcha podcast. Saint Tontas, I have gone to bat for 14 times versus other creators over the span of a year, and we frequently play games together off stream, such as Marvel Rivals. I am biased towards both of them because I like both of them. I think Mr. Pokey is great. I think Saint Tontas is great. There is no agenda. There is no deeper meaning. And I don't need instigators in the chat telling me why I'm doing what I'm doing, where if you were to look into it for 5 seconds and pull your head out of your ass, you would understand the truth. This is not my opinion. These are demonstrable fucking facts. I helped Saint Tontas grind to silver and Marvel Rivals as we gamed. I have played League of Legends with Mr. Pokey. I have met Mr. Pokey at TwitchCon. I love both of these individuals very much. And the only thing that I want them to do is to put aside their personal grievances and fucking get along. And the reason why I want them to get along is because this community has been at war for 6 fucking years. I am trying very hard to help these two people get along, vent their grievances, be adults, and move forward. However, when we have retard children like y'all instigating in the fucking comments, it becomes a fucking issue. I assure you, I have made a career of doing what's best for this community since day fucking one, and I will continue to do so. But having active shit disturbers in my community, I'm ashamed. Everything that you all are saying is not provable in any regard whatsoever. However, everything that I am is rooted in reality. And you want to know why that is because you all don't know what you want. The very specific people, which I'm referring to, do not know what they want. You all always tell me, oh man, drama, yawn, where's the gameplay? Oh God, drama again, I'm so tired of it. Really? Well then if you're so tired of drama, why is me attempting to put down the sword? Why is me attempting to make this space better, where people don't fight and they can simply just discuss, been met with some of the most controversial comments and negative feedback I have gotten in the history of my channel? You tell me, because here's the reality. I don't think you know what you want. And here's my reality. I don't give a fuck what y'all want. I've been doing what I've wanted to do since day one, and I will continue to do so. Now, I recommend you all trying to cause issues over shit you got no idea what you're talking about to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You don't get it. You're not smart. You don't understand the conspiracies and the agendas behind the scene. I have no prerogative in protecting anybody. I have no prerogative in attacking anybody other than the people who I fucking want to. Mr. Pokey and St. Tontas were in a very fair conversation. The winner or loser, who cares? It was about getting to a deeper meaning of the truth. Whether somebody got cooked or not, I don't fucking care. It's not the time to talk about Honkai Star Rail's game state regardless. That'll be January 17th, 2 days after 3.0 releases. We will see whether the game is good or bad. However, discussing it is not my interest. It's far too early. We'll get into that shit. But why don't you let Daddy handle shit like he's been handling this shit for 6 fucking years? I can't tell you how much I appreciate my community and how much I appreciate everybody inside them. But when I see childish behavior like this ensuing in my chat, it's embarrassing. It's absolutely fucking embarrassing. I like to think that my community and my YouTube, my Twitter, my Twitch is above all the bullshit. Isn't like these other fucking cuck chats. But this was a massive fucking L. It was embarrassing. And to be honest, I'm disappointed. Can't wait to read the comments on this one. See you on the next one. Peace.